Let's plug the show. The part of the planet you're going to be seeing on April 30th is Vector Arena in Auckland, right? You're bringing the choir and the orchestra. That choir, they're pretty great.
They are great. It's going to be a lot of musicians, a lot of local musicians on stage. That venue is really awesome. It's been a very kind of good luck venue for me. We've had some really fun shows there. I've seen some great shows there. I have stepped in puke just only a couple of times on my way back to my hotel.
Yep.
But it's a wonderful spot of this planet.
And my guess is that was puke from people really excited about seeing you.
It was a Saturday night, so it could have just been a crazy bar scene, or it could have been people just absolutely disgusted with my song choice.
We have a photo of you up, obviously, at the moment on our screen, and it's with a beard. Oh. Have you still got a beard? Have we got the right photo?
I've trimmed it. I can't see the photo, unfortunately. Unless you want to FaceTime me, I'm not going to be able to see what you have up.
Okay. I feel like we're deceiving our listeners. Can we talk about what you're going to be performing when you're here? You'll be doing stuff from stages and other. It's a kind of all-together mix-up show, isn't it?
I think it's going to be a good mix. I know that the fans there have seen at this point kind of the stages tour that we've done in other parts of the world, and so I don't want to slight them in any way. I want to bring that show as we've been doing it to New Zealand because it's a great show and we've had a lot of success with it. And so it is going to be primarily stages. The tour is going to be music from this musical theater world. But, I don't often get to fly all the way across the world to perform. So, whenever we're there, we always try to make time for some special surprises as well.
Yeah, that's
nice. Can you carry a tune?
What can I sing?
Yeah.
No. It's funny. I mean, it's a great regret of mine that I can't, and I wish I could.
Yeah, me too. We're trying to find some great local talent, and it's a really easy get.
Yeah. There's a lot here. Beautiful. There's a lot in Auckland. You'll find them. Hey, Josh, I'm looking at your Twitter feed, and can we talk about politics, US politics? It's kind of nutty at the moment, isn't it? And the great temptation is to be derisory and contemptuous and to treat it as a joke.
Of course.
But it's more important than that, isn't it?
It is, and I don't know if it gets this nutty. We'd like to think it gets this nutty in other parts of the world, because if we don't feel that, we would absolutely just go insane. But politics, the problem is that it seems to be a longer process than it's ever been in the past. Our primary elections aren't for a pretty long ways away, and so what winds up happening at this stage in the game is that all the political pundits, all the cable news, all the media, they're basically running the game right now. So it really is whoever is the squeakiest wheel, whoever is the loudest, whoever says the weirdest soundbite, basically gets all the attention right now. And I think that once it gets close, once voters really start to understand that their vote will matter, I think it's going to settle down a little bit. But right now, it's just a clown car. Right now, it's just insane.
Yeah, it is. And Trump, who you have a go at from time to time, he's kind of leading the pack on the insanity front, isn't he?
Oh boy. I don't know what's going on. I think generally, I think people here. I think most rational people here believe that there is a certain entertainment value to him that is garnering some attention and maybe even some votes this early, because it doesn't really matter right now. But I think, like I said, when push comes to shove, I can't imagine anybody privately in a ballot box thinking that guy could run the country, let alone many of his own businesses.
Now, Josh, we have 10 minutes with you, and what happens is that about 8 minutes in or 9 minutes, and Lisa from Warner's comes on and says, we've got 2 minutes to go, and I'd like to preempt.
That's right.
I'd like to preempt that moment, and look. You sold 25 million records, right? So life is good. And if you want to eat nice cake, you can eat nice cake. But there is something else.
Nice cake.
You can eat anything you want, really, and accompany it with any kind of wine match. But
there you go.
There's something else about your attitude. And I wonder what is it? Was your upbringing, your sense of possibility, your sense of delight? Where does that come from?
Well, that's very kind of you to say. It comes from, both my parents are bakers, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. My parents are, they're very down to earth. They're very grounded. They're both very artistic, but they never went into the arts professionally. They just loved the arts. And so I think both my brother and I got a really well-rounded arts education, which I view as unbelievably important for young people to have, which is why I have my foundation about arts education. But I think that because I grew up with that exploration and that wonderment and that love of all different kinds of art, I feel like I've been in a very privileged position to have had the success that I've had. And you can make two choices when you have that success. You can either rest on it and just, eat your cake from a ivory tower, or you can go out and you can use those open doors to push yourself and to scare yourself and to try new things and hopefully surprise yourself too. So I've chosen the latter as many times as I can, and I think life is more fun that way.
Yeah, well, we've chosen a photo of you with a beard that was wrong, but we've chosen a photo of you smiling with a big smile, so that was right.
There you go.
You plug your show.
My show.
Yeah, plug it.
Plug it. Oh, thank you very much. It's going to be at the Vector Arena on. Surely you have the date in front of you.
Yeah, April 30th. I have the date in front of me. It's April 30th, yes, Josh. We'll pretend that hasn't happened. So start again. Say.
April 30th. Listen, I forget my own birthday. Yes, April 30th will be at the Vector Arena, and it's going to be a celebration of these great songs of the musical theater that I grew up with. Wonderful local orchestra, local choir. Perhaps I can get you drunk enough to sing a duet with me. And it's going to be just a really special night. We've always had a really good time there, and glad to be back.
We really look forward to seeing you, Josh. Josh, we're a news and current affairs show, right? So we don't play music. So
nor should you.
No. You want us? You don't want to just quietly sing us out, do you, for 15 seconds?
Why? Listen, if you don't play music, why start now? Listen, I don't want to get you in trouble with the higher ups, really. But I do appreciate all the pictures. You show pictures.
Yeah. We stream. We live stream. We're magnificent. We're very 21st century.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't. I hopefully come to see you guys in person sometime. Okay. You guys sound like a lot of fun.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Really lovely to talk to you.
Goodbye.